Hello and welcome back to DarkHorseFM, and in this video we're going to be looking at how you can find good players for your team that are not exactly wonder kids, players that can actually improve your squad. Now you may not have the biggest budget to always scout and sign wonder kids, or maybe you're managing in the lower leagues and signing a wonder kid is not financially possible, or you're just playing the game and you just want to know how to improve your squad without necessarily signing wonder kids. In this video, I'm going to show you like 5 methods that I've used to find players that can actually improve my squad. There's also a bonus method, and you'll be surprised you haven't already heard about this, but I used this method to actually sign a striker in the Scottish League 2 that got us over 30 goals in a season. And he wasn't even 6 feet tall. So for this video, I'm going to be using my Blitz Spartan save to actually do this, and it's the only save where I feel like there's some financial restriction to actually make this a bit realistic. But before we get into these methods, we're going to talk about one key step you need to take before you even consider going into the market to scout for players and sign them. So you need to find out what your league attribute average is, kind of. To do this, you need to head over to the squad planner and find the comparison tab. This is where you're going to compare your player attributes of your team to all the other teams in your league. It also helps you to find out what the league average is. So find the desired attribute you want a player in your squad to have to consider it an improvement. For example, a defender with good marking attributes. So you can go ahead and check what the league average is for marking, and then when you check over that line, and then check the line on the bar chart that reveals the league average for that player attribute. Once you have a number that counts as an improvement for your squad, so now you know the league average, you can try to find players that have attributes slightly above that. So let's get into the 5 methods for finding good players that can actually improve your team. Now this is similar to searching for wonder kids, but the first place I like to search for improved players is in the loan market. Clubs in the higher divisions are often looking to send players out on loan for development or just to get rid of some players temporarily. That's where we come in. In the scouting tab, switch to players in range and turn on the filter that shows you players that are on the loan list. Narrow your list down to players that you want, and remember you can apply your league average player attribute to find the players that are good enough for your squad. You might also want to look for players that are affordable that may not be on the loan list. Remember to spend wisely if you do find a player that you want to sign. And to make sure the player is worth the trouble, it also helps to compare them with the current best player for a position in your squad. If you like the results of their comparison, you can go further to spend the money. But for a more accurate comparison, you might want to scout the player. The third method we'll look at is free agents. Now this approach really favors the lower leagues, but at a top club you can also benefit from signing free players. A member of the staff sometimes recommends a bargain signing for your team that costs 0 transfer fees. I'll show you how to make the request soon, but to sign free players, there are 2 ways you can actually go about doing this. First, you use the contract expiration date to find free players. Turn on the contract expiration date and turn on the contract expiration date filter in your list of players in range. You can choose 6 months or currently expired to show you players that you can sign on a free. Apply the average attribute league filter to the list of the players that you find, and then see the ones that you can go ahead and add to your squad. If you don't find a good enough player, you can refine the search and compare the players that you found to your current best players in your squad. Now the next method we're going to use is the affiliate clubs, and this works also for lower leagues, and it also comes with an additional income. If you don't yet have a senior affiliate, you can ask the board to find an affiliate to help you get players on loan. This comes with a financial benefit, so if all is good at the club, it should be an easy yes. Once you have your affiliate team, head over to the club and find good players in the squad that you can add to your team. Now remember I told you that there's a method you can use to ask your staff member to help you recommend the signing. To do this, just head over to the transfers menu, and in the top left you can ask the director of football to recommend the signing for a specific position for you. If there aren't any good ones worth signing, he will let you know. Once you get a list of 3 players, go ahead to scout them and see if you're comfortable adding them to your squad. Now the next method often goes unnoticed, but did you know that you can sign players that can improve your squads using the player stats page? This is where I signed Javan BT for my East 5 team in Scottish League 2, and he went on to score 30 plus goals in a season. He was the top scorer in Scottish League 2, but his team didn't get promoted to Scottish League 1. We got promoted to Scottish League 1, so I signed the top scorer from the division that we just finished. He went on to score goals for us even at the higher division. He was worth the money. You can also do this with defenders too. You can look for tackling and blocks, or even midfielders where you're looking for assists or key passes. Once you find those players on the player stats page, check if the player matches your valuation or if he's affordable, and then you can snatch him up and then you can get him and improve your squad. That's it for today. If you did enjoy this video, remember to leave a like on it, and for more football manager guides like this, or tactic tips or football manager tactic videos, remember to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notifications bell so you don't miss anything. I'll see you next time.